And oh, I need music. That's what's up. Lo-fi. Ooh, synthwave might be fun. Might be a little bit too intense, you know? Let's see. Stream should be live now. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and post this on Instagram too, but I have to go to YouTube on my phone and copy the link from there because this is the worst interface in the history of forever. I do really wish they had an easy way to post things to Instagram from your PC, especially stories. That would be really cool. Okay. Share. Instagram stories. Dope. Cannot open this link. Copy link. Instagram. Add story. I don't know how to paste links. Oh wait, can you? Let's try something. Add a link. Add paid partnership. Label. Okay, you can't add links on Instagram stories unless you pay them, apparently. I'll just paste it in as text and hope people can get there. Cool. Okay. Well, tonight we have stuff to do. Primarily, since it's easier to stream visual stuff than it is to stream game development stuff, I really want to focus on making a platform with a rotating screen so that I can, so that we can show what speed level the players are currently at. So I'm gonna look at my current platform design that the player stands on. What I'm talking about, by the way, is this right here, this little platform that the player stands on. I want to make a new one of these that has like a little rotating segment with a screen on it where we can put the speed level and it'll follow the gaze of the viewer so it doesn't matter where they're looking. Is this watermelon G Fuel? Tastes like the mystery flavor. It's one of the Tetris Tetramino ones, but it tastes like watermelon. Tastes pretty good. So let's get to it. We're gonna make a new one of these and then we're gonna texture it and it'll look cool. So what do you think about what we want this to look like? A lot of the time when I'm designing things, I'll just like start mocking it up in 3D, regardless of having a sketch or not, because I am not very much of a 2D artist. So I'm going to go to my documents. We're going to find the old one and we're going to build off of that. I'm also going to make it a little bit bigger so the player doesn't feel constricted. Because right now it's 1.5 by 1.5 meters. 0 watching, that hurts. Thanks for reminding me. Rude. I hide the numbers for a reason. Because it's depressing. So, I need to find that file. I'm alive. How are you, dude? Where did I put that? Would it be this? Yeah, this is it. Okay, so the goal is to make a new platform for the player to stand on at about, let's say 1.75 meters. And then we'll add like a little screen to it. Didn't mean it that way. I don't know how you did mean it. There's like no way to say that kindly. I'm over it. I don't give a shit about anything anymore. I could barely ever break 10 concurrent viewers on my other channel either. So it's whatever. People gonna watch what they're gonna watch. And I will do what I want to do regardless. So what is... I think we just... Let's see. We made this one... I'm gonna go back to lo-fi music. Oh no, hi-fi, hi-fi. Hi-fi is so good. And then let's get that volume up a little bit. Actually, I don't know. It's going to like negative 30 dB right now. My voice is at like minus 15, so I think it's pretty good volume for the music. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a new collection. Call this... Why is there not just like an easy rename option here? Because I know you can rename it just by double clicking it. I just figured right clicking would give me that option. Transport 2021. And these are the dimensions, so we can pretty much hide everything else, I think. Okay, that is our reference. So we'll go ahead and hide this as well. Collection 3 or so. I don't know. Oh, I know what the bones are for. They were, if we go to our action editor, they're like for the springy fists. I had this idea forever ago. God, it was a horrible idea. Okay, so here's what the player general human size looks like. It's a naked silhouette person. And we're going to add a nice little platform. Now I have to think about what I want this to look like. So I definitely want like a rail for the screen to rotate around on. We don't want it to be too high poly because I do want to port this over to Quest eventually. Let's see, I've got like 4 hours until caffeine wears out. Drink it all now, so I'm not up all night. Let's add a cylinder. Let's add a torus to start. Let's mess with the amount of segments we put on that. So I'm gonna make this... maybe... Major segments 48 is too many. Let's set that to 32 by 16. Also, I'm gonna make this full screen so y'all don't have to stare at my start bar. That seems rude of me to make you stare at that if I have the option not to. 32, those are a little bit elongated. 32 by 8. 32 by 8 seems correct, but it also seems really chonky. Wait, 32 divided by... So 48 by 12 means that it, for the roundness of the torus, I want it to be like a fourth of the major segments. So how many polygons is that? Okay, let me reorganize this a little bit. I don't work like this cluttered man anymore. So I'm worrying too much about the segments. I can always minus that later. We just need a rail for the thing to go around. It's that simple. Then we need like a little screen. So this can be outside, I think, of the platform. We can move it up a little bit, like around the ankles. And a lot of this is just going to be messing around with it to see when we get something that we like. So I want my player to be facing that way. This is the easiest direction for me to work on things. So let's go ahead and scale this down. And let's just make a nice little screen. Let's see, from the player perspective, where's our camera currently? I don't think it's visible. I don't know what collection that's under either. Wow, my neighbors are loud. I'm going to noise complaint them tomorrow. Hopefully my apartment complex will do something about it. I've been collecting evidence. So like every one of these spikes in the audio recording here, this is within a 1 minute time period. Every one of these spikes is when I could actually like feel my neighbors shaking my apartment with how loud they're stomping around. This is over a 3-hour period when I was not home. This is over another 3-hour period when I was not home as well. These are the applicable portions of the lease that say that residents need to not be loud. So hopefully they'll be able to do something about it, because this is a little bit ridiculous. So yeah, and just for perspective as to how loud they're being, oh, it was nuts. Yesterday I was just chilling in my apartment and they were stomping around and they started knocking shit off my shelves. So I need to go talk to the leasing office and get that taken care of. I have a notification on Discord. Oh, Devolver Digital. They publish all the best games. Okay, screen. Let's say we want this to be like a reasonable size. Maybe like, how big my monitor is. Just for reference. I know it's a 27-inch monitor, but that's diagonal. So just on the horizontal axis, it's about 24 inches. So I think that's a pretty good width. Let's see. Oh, I can also make my audio set to the stream. So we'll make this 24 inches. Hey, that's actually pretty good. Good call, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Not bad. Yeah, 24 inches wide seems pretty good. Let's see how tall we want this to be. This is about, I want to say, like a little more than 14 inches. So if we say, hey, that's actually a pretty good size for a little screen here that tells you stuff. Especially considering this is now based on real world dimensions. Nice. So we'll rotate this about 45 degrees. I think that'll be pretty good for the player to stare at. And let's find our camera. I don't know why this is being hidden. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that's in the right place. So now we can just like look around. Let's set this in the middle of the player's head though. So if they look down, it'll look something like that. Ish. Yeah, that gives us a lot of room to put data, I think. And we can test this with our own text as we're building this. I just want to get general shapes in place right now. So what I want to do is hide all of this stuff. And in older versions of Blender, the header was on the bottom by default. So I like to flip it to the top since that's what I'm used to now. Cool. I think 3 for the bevel amount is probably fine. I want to make like this nice little futuristic rounded screen, I think. And I need to really think about what this will look like. So I think beveling it too much starts to look like a toy. Like rounded corners, I think, are sort of associated with children. So we do want to keep it not too rounded. Rounded corners also look kind of futuristic, but too rounded I think looks bad. So let's try to find a nice balance. Maybe somewhere like that. Cool. So we have this rotated 45 degrees, and I think that's pretty good. Z, we'll center this. Move it up like that, maybe. We're gonna want this to sort of go around on this rail, and for that, I think what we're gonna do is take part of the rail, duplicate it, and then we'll scale it on its normals. Like so. We don't want it to collide with the geometry too much. We want it to be obvious that it's sort of going around on the rails. And then to cap this off, we can fill in the faces like this, and then we can use a Boolean. To cut it so it's straight. If we want to. I don't know. That's a maybe for me. Maybe not. Let's try without first. Let's just add like an extra loop here, because this extends way too far right now. And then we'll fill that in. And we'll set this to auto smooth. Bam. Auto smooth is a little bit too much right now. So something like that I think is pretty cool. We can take another circle, which the player will never see this. We'll just make it like 16. Not age. We're not weirdos. Just 16 divisions. Subdivisions. Sorry. And we'll have this sort of... In case the player... Like, I don't think the player will ever see this. Maybe I shouldn't be making stuff for the offshoot cases where they do. Anyway, we don't want this to go too far. So something like that. Nice support for our screen here. For a thing that the players will never see, I think that looks pretty cool. Maybe we cut this a little bit too far. Here, let's rotate around the 3D cursor. Just rotate like -5. No, too much. Rotate -2 degrees. Yeah, 2 degrees seems good. So we do want it to be visible a little bit. Then we can also, here, let's mirror it just so we don't have to do work twice. Like so. So now if we do stuff on this side, it'll happen on the other side too. And I'm just thinking maybe just a little bit of detail here so it looks neat to the player. This doesn't look too bad. I like marking those edges sharp, so it's like a nice sharp bevel. And then let's go ahead and work on the screen. So for that, I think we'll just inset it a little bit. Maybe not all the way like that. Give it like a nice thin modern looking bezel. Something like that. We can extrude that in. Just a bit. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too intruded. Just make it look like it's actually constructed. Here, I do want to add some occlusion to the viewport just so we can get a better view of how things feel. And I'm not actually entirely sure on how to do that in cavity maps, I think. Do screen space. We don't really care about ridges so much as valleys. Let's do world space though. And we'll change the settings. Adding just a little bit of occlusion looks nice. Adding this much looks like absolute trash. Let's just say like 2. Just a little bit of occlusion. Although setting it really high like that is useful for getting the distances and stuff right. So let's just say maybe 0.07 looks pretty good. We can mess with the attenuation. I don't know what that actually does. It looks like it changes the way that it blurs. Let's set that to 2. I like some heavy occlusion, but not that heavy. What's up, Banana? How's it going? So now for this screen, let's add a little bit more detail to make it feel more futuristic. Allergies, man. And for that, I think what we want to do is maybe add some detail to the sides. So we can go ahead and copy these edges right here. And just scale them up like this. So it'll look like the corners are sort of nailed in. I don't want to go too far. You know, enough to make it look interesting. We'll move these on the y-axis. And the cool thing about keeping all of this local is because you have farm fresh local ingredients. No, it's just nice that we can actually move things on a specified axis. How's your week going, Banana? Doing anything cool? Did you do anything neat for, and I know Labor Day weekend probably doesn't apply to you young folk, but did you do anything cool this weekend? Okay, so now if we fill in these caps, it'll look pretty cool, I think. And then this is a place where we can put our score. Or not score, like what level they're on. I think the score is a little bit too important to put low down where they have to look down, but it is an important metric to be able to tell the player what speed they're going. You went to the beach with your friend? That sounds pretty fun. Do you live close to the beach? Or was it like a vacation that you flew or drove a long distance to? I do not live close to a beach. I did in college, and I wish I had taken advantage of it more. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna shade this smooth, and then set auto smooth on with a degree of 60. I think that'll look pretty good. Ah, the Discord noise when I accidentally hit the wrong button. Okay, let's make this look a little bit more interesting, I think. We'll also go ahead and split this in half, so I only have to do all of the work once. Work smart, not hard, or both. Do both. Work hard and smart. You're like 20 minutes away. I'm kind of jealous. That's awesome. Do you actually like to go swimming in the ocean, or do you like to stick around on the sand and make like sandcastles and shit? Because that's what I used to like to do. I was all, I'm gonna make the coolest sandcastle. The ocean's kind of spooky, if I'm being honest. Like stuff dies in there. Cool. This is looking pretty cool. Set this to 50 degrees. Seems pretty good for us. It's not bad. So then this can all rotate, like, depending on which direction the player is facing. This can rotate around on this rail, which is pretty cool. Dope, sick, nasty, ill, bruh. Both. Chilling on the beach and going in the ocean. I don't know, like I used to be really big on swimming in the ocean and doing like body surfing, where you just like ride the waves in, but like a lazy person who doesn't know how to actually stand on a surfboard. That was always really fun as a kid, but as I got older, the ocean just like, it's kind of gross, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna rotate this out some. Maybe something like that. I think like the scaled in end kind of makes it look like a hot dog. Is not what I'm going for. But this works. Now I need to make the actual platform that the player stands on. For some reason the stream keeps lagging. Somebody else was having that issue last time. It's not dropping any frames. Maybe I'm streaming at too high of a bit rate. Output 10,000. That's about right for 1920 1080. I don't know. Let's see. Stream health. It says stream health is good. I have it set to ultra low latency. DVR is enabled. You could always try putting it back like a few seconds so it doesn't have to buffer or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a YouTube ingest server issue, if I had to guess. Anyway. There is no need for these faces right here. There's really no need for this object at all, I think. I'm gonna leave it in just in case though. Just like on the weird off chance that somebody does see the back of this. Maybe I'll delete this for the quest version. Dissolve vertices? No, that didn't work. Do we have faces there? No, we do not. You'll just deal with it. I'm sorry. It's probably too many faces. What can I do here? Now I feel bad because I don't know what's causing it to lag. And somebody else was having the same problem the other day. But YouTube tells me the stream health is good. So it's difficult. I think I can get rid of like half these. Because nobody's ever going to see the back of this. So. That's fine. Put detail where people will actually see it. That's a quad, that's a quad. Cool. Now I've got to figure out how to make these look good from the back, I guess. We'll just bring these all the way down. Oh, that's easy enough. I know what I can do. This is a cool trick. If you make an instanced copy of something and then work on the instance, it'll automatically update over here, which is really nice. So these are going to be unnecessary faces, but I do want this thing to look complete from the back just in case. So we're going to go ahead and bevel the back as well. Gotta go eat dinner. Have a good one, Banana. Thanks for stopping by. If we bevel the back as well, then that'll at least look complete if somebody's looking on the back of it. Then all of these connections become really easy to make quads. like so. But sometimes it's easier to work on something that's not rotated. So if you don't want to move the original copy and you just want to work on it by itself in its normal rotation or orientation, this is an easy way to do it. And then we can just delete the instance copy after we're done, since they're sharing the exact same geometry data. Anyway, let's go ahead and delete that. Apply the mirror. We can get rid of the extra edge loops like so. And that looks pretty swell. Move that down a little bit just so it doesn't overlap so much. I think that looks pretty good. So now let's focus on making the actual platform that the player is standing on. This is going to be the challenging part. Just figuring out what I want it to look like. I guess the only way to hop in is to just do it. So I'm gonna make hey, the hell blender. Make a new 32 vertices cylinder. We'll make it. Why does it not give me? There we are. There's our transforms. We'll make it 1.75 by 1.75 by 0.2. Then move it down. Which we can also just try to match the old one's dimensions. But as long as the player's standing on it, I'm happy. So that'll be like the standable area, and then we can make some less standable area here in a second. Just have to figure out what I want it to look like. I'm thinking we want like a chasm for this that it can ride along. So for that, we'll just copy part of this and then we'll flip the normals. So first we'll copy this. We'll copy the whole thing, actually. I'm making this up as I go, don't worry. If you're lost, so am I. So scale up the entire thing. A little bit bigger than the thing that rotates around. Then delete like all of the facing vertices like this. So that gives us like a little hole for this thing to rotate in, which looks pretty cool. So we can take this, extrude it until it matches up almost with the player area. Like so. And then for this, we'll also turn on auto smooth. We can go ahead and bevel this so it looks cool. Like so. And then we can also bevel this as well, because there's no reason for that to be so dramatic. So dramatic. Something like that. We can just slide this to match, and we can say merge by distance. Take a look at this bevel profile. It's not as sharp as I'd like. I'm gonna drag that in some and try to make that a little bit sharper. Although, do something just like, we want to match the width about as the other one. So maybe something like that. That looks pretty cool to me. Now we got to work on the outside, the outer rail. But now we have this cool rounded chasm for the thing to sort of float around in. We can make this 50 degrees. And I think that looks really cool. Nice. Which means I don't think we need this back piece anymore. And I think we can take this screen and float it up a little bit more. Definitely want a piece that connects here, I think. We can be a little bit more elegant about that. We'll figure it out. Also, maybe a little bit rotated more. Let's see what this looks like from a player perspective. Let's go ahead and add some text with the correct font. So we'll just say like, speed 9. We're gonna assume people are gonna survive a pretty long time in this game because I'm gonna start out a whole lot slower than I am currently. Because playtesting this the other day, I was like sweating just trying to get a good clip, so I need to make it a little bit easier off the get-go. So go to Documents, Game Design, Punch Bomb, Assets, Fonts, Wigwag, Bold. And then we'll just rotate this to sort of match the screen. Remember, this is like a 24-inch wide screen. What's up, TARDIS man? How was your weekend, your Labor Day weekend, TARDIS man? Did you do anything cool? So we can do like speed 9, and then we could add this. This looks like it's going to give us room for 2 lines of text if we don't make it too nice. Yeah, so we'll be able to fit 2 lines of text here, I think, for the player to just glance down at. Set this to dark. Viewport display, black. That looks readable from a one eye perspective. This is basically like a 27-inch monitor that we're putting on this little cart here for the player. We're making a new elevator platform, or not elevator anymore. It's just a transport platform for our player. Hung out with your 1-year-old niece on Saturday and ran some errands. Other than that, all you did was play Fortnite pretty much. That sounds pretty fun. Did you get a lot of challenges and stuff done? Did you accomplish everything you wanted to in this god-awful alien technology-filled season? So the player's not ever gonna see much of this. So we can just sort of scale this down and have it merge in with the platform like that. Hit 200 and still grinding the alien artifacts. Oh shit, I need to do that this weekend. Wait, this weekend is the event, isn't it? I need to do that on Saturday, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder, sir. Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. Oh, dude. Speaking of Sunday, so as some of you know, I don't know if I'm sure you know this, TARDIS man. I go play Magic the Gathering on Sundays, and I ordered some custom sleeves. So most people play with their cards in protective sleeves or covers so they don't get damaged. It's a really smart. Pretty much everybody plays with their cards in sleeves. I don't think I've met a single person in 2021 who does not. But Dragon Shield, the company that makes the highest quality sleeves, started letting you get your own custom printed sleeves. So I got some with the face on them for my Magic cards. And there's the green screen in the background, which is why that's sort of keying out. But they came out awesome. This deck is a Rick Smithies, The Slumbering Isle. You made an alt Microsoft account to split screen and get cosmic chests? Oh my god. Talk about dedication. That's a man we wanted. That's a good thing you should put on your resume. I am so dedicated that I made 2 Microsoft accounts to get Fortnite cosmetics. Then the other sleeves I got made that I haven't put on a deck yet, I'll show you these two, are this one and this one. I'm pretty excited about them. I'm gonna put this on my meanest deck. Yeah, that is some dedication, TARDIS man. Props to you. Good prior work experience. Yeah. It just shows your level of dedication to the job as far as I'm concerned. Alright, let's add a little bit more detail here, but then we can do the rest in textures. This doesn't need to be anything fancy, I don't think. Like we can add some seams so it looks constructed. We can do that in textures. So we could say like speed 9 time 100 or time. We want to put it in minutes. I would want these to be the same font size. Let's center these. Oh shoot, y'all can't see the screen. Thank you, TARDIS man. Yeah, I don't want you to see what I'm working on. I want you to just listen to what I'm working on. So I'd want these to be about the same font size, probably. So you could just scale this down and justify it like this, and then have the 9 left justified. I can do that all in the engine, though. But the point is, there's plenty of room on this screen, is what it looks like to me. I think we'll make this screen a nice blue. I think we can, have this start lower. Restroom, and then you'll get grinding cosmic chests. Do it. You're nuts. This doesn't need to be so drastic. thinking even take this down to here. Something like that. Oh, I also need to make sure all of the normals are facing the right way. So that could be a disaster. So I think we can add some cylinders, maybe? Make these like 8 vertices. I don't need to be anything fancy. These are gonna be tiny. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. I just want some like little detail here. That sort of connects the two pieces. So having the sharp corners will actually help make it more interesting, I think. And then we can delete a lot of this too. Should have just done a cube, huh? So we can delete these faces, vertices, honestly, and fill those faces in. Maybe raise it up a little bit. Bevel this. That's pretty cool. So we can take this and triangulate it, I think. It never triangulates these things the right way, in my opinion. So then we can add an empty object, like a nice sphere or something, and we can add an array modifier. Set relative offset off, set it to an object offset, and we'll use our sphere here. And then I don't know how many copies I want to make. Oh, I can apply the rotation on this as well. So now we can make like 90. Let's just say like let's do like 15 copies. No. That's not quite right, is it? I want it to be... I would like it to be a number that evenly distributes them. So we have one like at each 90-degree area. So divided by 30 is what. How'd the date go? It was fun. I don't think we had enough in common. I haven't heard from her since. We both kind of agreed that we didn't have enough in common though. So I gave her the easy out. I was like, yeah. Yeah, no. I don't know. I told her I would like to see her again, but if she didn't feel the same way, that's cool too. But I also told her that I was worried that we didn't have enough in common. So she said she felt the same way about not having enough in common, and I haven't heard from her since. So I'm assuming we're not going on a second date. She was nice though. It was fun. She was not familiar with any nerd culture stuff though. She had never even heard of magic, which is interesting. Just grew up, I guess, in two completely different environments. Not even Doctor Who, that didn't come up. I guess that makes it an instant no-go for TARDIS fan. So let's inset this a little bit. Or it's something you could introduce a girl to. She just didn't seem interested in any of that kind of stuff. I think this helps, adding like this extra little layer of detail here. On all future dates, I'll ask about Doctor Who just for you though. That seems harsh. The conversation would happen. As it should. I still think this lip probably goes a little bit too high. Oh shoot, I have some overlapping geometry here too. How amateur hour of me. Probably increase your social life sometime. Nah, not worth. Working on player platform things. Yeah, so the old one looks like this, which looks pretty cool. But I want like a little screen that can rotate around it that tells the player what their current level of speed is and how long they've survived so far. So that's what I'm working on right now. Oh, I put a lot of detail into this. Yeah, the old one looks pretty cool. It just doesn't serve the right function. So I'm trying to make something that looks as cool. It's a little bit bigger. And has a screen on it. I don't think this looks cooler yet though. I think it looks kind of like a teacup. So this will be able to, when I'm done, sort of rotate around like this. depending on where the player is looking. I think I can lower the whole thing though. Or don't I need to lower the whole thing? I can raise this to match and then lower the whole thing. I want to be able to I want the player to be able to see how fast they're going, and finding a place to put that is difficult. So I figured, why not just make a little screen here? That way anytime they want, they can just glance down. Maybe too high. And this, I think, is still too much. From the player angle, I think I can really get away with just like maybe a quarter of this for the rotation part. Oh, let's try it. I'm gonna duplicate this. Put it under a hidden layer. Just have a backup. Maybe something more like that. Then, maybe... Hear me out. We can do this, rotate around and make the whole thing rotate. So we could say, turn off relative offset, turn on object offset, set it to the cone here. The hell? Oh, did I? I rotated the thing. I didn't rotate the cone. Make this about half as wide. Maybe something like that. Might be too much. But then when someone else use the other controller, but you don't think your younger brother would want to? Are you at your parents' house right now? Do you still live at home? Honestly, it's smart. Saving up? Yeah, that's the smart way to do it. My parents kicked me out, like, as soon as they could. But I feel that. They were like, you have a job? Get out. Okay, I think I approached this wrong. Could live on your own, but would not have lots of spending money. It's smart. It is smart to save up, especially with how expensive rent is these days. You're doing the right things. We can have this entire ring rotate around, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Make it like a glowy ring. Maybe. Guess I could always change it later. That's like the cool thing about making all of this yourself, is you can always be like, and change it later. Grabbing my shoe in airplane legs. I think those are real people. TARDIS man, definitely not fake. 100% real. There's no way those are fake people. And you can't convince me otherwise. Try to match the slant here. Maybe we're moving this one down. That's looking pretty cool. Maybe they're just putting you in bot lobbies because they underestimate you. So it's just like really bad real players with creative names. There's some interesting stuff we could do here potentially. So I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Get this a little bit closer to the ring. We can have wires coming off of this. Rotate this only... Oh, this is already rotated 45 degrees. Rotate at 90 degrees. Whole lobby should be bots because it's your alt account's first game. Okay, that's pretty funny. Smart way to do it since you don't get artifacts every time, no guarantee. Yeah, that's fair. Also, I think it's like, depending on how many you've gotten that week, you get more or less artifacts as well. They did not make it very easy to get, like, the ugliest skin they've ever released fully unlocked. $360 total, but not many around the island. Did you already like look at a map and figure out which ones you were missing and stuff? I'm genuinely curious about this because this is stuff that I'm gonna have to do later this week. That's what I did for XP coins on the Marvel season when I didn't get holographic Mystique. I looked at a map of all of the potential XP coins you could possibly get and went and got all of them. Yes, then what I'm picturing here is I can add like a little box thing here. So I'll be like, make it a cylinder, maybe make it 16. Like that. You have it sticking out. Something like that. And put that like right here. Oh, this is probably too many subdivisions. Then just for some nice detail, where'd this go? These wires are a little bit expensive. Just because of the amount of subdivisions they're gonna have, but it'll look nice. Might have to get rid of it for the Oculus Quest version. So from the player perspective, maybe have it coming out over here on that side of the screen. Oh, we could have it coming out of the top. Means we can turn the depth down a little bit. I was gonna have it coming out from behind, but I think coming out of the top might look nicer at the end of the day. And this is always a pain, no matter how you look at it, to get this lined up properly in 3D space with the curves. So you just gotta work it until it looks right. So maybe something like that. And you have no reason to be like that. So you make a second one. Move it down some. And then make this one just a little bit narrower. And then make one of these red and one of these black when we actually texture it. And he started crying when she saw you because you don't see her super frequently. So like crying out of like happiness, obviously. Not out of fear. Had to be. Had to be. Anybody would be happy to see TARDIS Man. So we want this to look good from all angles. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. A cool trick to add visual interest here is that I had it start in front of the wire and then go behind. She warmed up to you, you read a book to her, and also played Sesame Street and Moana songs on your phone on YouTube. You should have just watched Moana. It's a great movie. That's the real MLG play. Here, I think we're just gonna take the wires and put them behind. So I don't have to add extra geometry for connectors. Dude, have you seen Moana before, TARDIS Man? That movie's great. Underrated, and The Rock surprisingly did pretty well singing. It's on Disney Plus, of course. I actually rewatched it pretty recently. I thought it was really good. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? I can't sing. I can't sing like The Rock. Okay, so we can make these a lot lower resolution. Been watching Clone Wars. I've heard really good things about that. I watched the first like couple episodes and couldn't personally get into it. Does it pick up? There's no reason for this to be high resolution. Because it still looks round from a distance, even at low resolution. Okay, that's a little bit too far. Maybe 8. Maybe 10 is the best we're gonna get. The backstories behind so many of old and new characters. I'll give it another shot when I'm done watching what I'm watching. I've only heard good things about it. It was just difficult to get into the first and second episode. Okay, we've added some wires. Has Boba Fett too. There was a really fun PlayStation, or was it GameCube game that I played as a kid. Yeah, it was Star Wars Bounty Hunter. It was on GameCube and PlayStation 2. where you got to play as Boba Fett. It was so fun. No, wait, that's not Boba, is it? I think I spelled that wrong. Yeah, 2 T's. Yeah, he's green. This was, who was this? I don't know. It was a fun game though. You got to play as a Mandalorian. Also a huge Star Wars fan. I'm indifferent to it. I'll watch Star Wars movies. I think a lot of people watch the old ones with rose-tinted glasses. They're pretty cheesy. I do really appreciate what those movies did for the industry though. And lightsabers. The coolest sci-fi weapon, of course. Just the absolute coolest, hands down. As a kid, I always wanted a real lightsaber. Might be his father, Jango Fett, or simply someone from the Mandalore. Did you have a GameCube growing up? I wanted a GameCube and my parents were like, you can have one if you pay for it with your own money, and we'll even buy you your first game if you save up enough money to buy a GameCube. So I did, and then when I finally saved up enough money and bought a GameCube, my parents were like, wait, video games are $50 now? What the hell? They still bought me my first game, but they were not happy about it. Parents bought a GameCube for your brothers and you as your first console. My first console was the PlayStation 1, or just the regular PlayStation. We used to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Good times. Okay, so now I have like this cool screen thing. Brothers broke at least 5 Game Boy Advances. I broke a lot of GameCubes actually, while still under warranty. They always, the laser head reader or something kept dying, so it would fail to read discs. It was really weird. Apparently it was a pretty common issue with the GameCubes, but a lot of people still have working GameCubes today, and that blows my mind. Oh shit, I need to check my Animal Crossing island today. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, so I check my Animal Crossing island every single day to make sure that I don't miss Gulliver or Jolly Red. Every single day. And I've missed days previously, but lately I check every single day, except for the weekends, because I know that Sunday is Turnip Lady and Saturday is KK Slider. So Gulliver was here yesterday, which means I'll get something in the mail today. I don't think it's the gold shovel yet. I was looking at recipes you can get from him. I think I have one more recipe to get from him before I get the gold shovel, which should be today's recipe. So then the next time he's on my island, I should get the gold shovel. Your GameCube still functions and your brother has it. Yeah, like a lot of people still have GameCubes to play Smash Melee on. I guess they're also supposedly pretty easy to repair. Okay, what do we get this time? We got Tower of Pisa. Yeah, that should be the last one before I get the gold shovel. I was checking last week because I was really curious. I felt like I had helped him more than 30 times already. Okay, and Jolly Red is not here today. That's all I care about. Wrap things up. So 10 more days and then I should have the gold shovel, hopefully. I've also been playing Dead Cells a lot on my Nintendo Switch. That's a really fun game. Okay, I think what we can do here, I'm gonna turn mirroring back on. Bam, just like that. So now, I'd like to add some more detail. Nah, I think I'm overdoing it. There's a such thing as too much detail for the sake of detail, and you don't want to fall into that chasm. I think we're doing pretty well as is. Raphael, what's up, dude? I decided to make a new YouTube channel a couple weeks ago just for the game stream, so kids would stop asking me to play Fortnite, and I can actually focus on getting game work done. We've made some pretty good progress on the game on stream. Yeah, it's a mostly, like, I realize the game streams aren't like the most ideal thing that people want to watch, but it's just it's a really good method for keeping myself focused. So right now I'm working on a new platform for the player to stand on, so I can have like this screen that shows the score and stuff that rotates around. But how the hell you been, Raphael? How's life? When I took the initial break from streaming, that was actually really, really good for my mental health. I've felt a lot better lately. Uh-oh. Oh, that's odd. I'm gonna have to select some things. Oh shit, what did I do? Don't want to select the cone, I think. No? That's odd. Oh, I think I have too many copies. Wow, that's weird. That is very weird. Okay, I see. So for this, we only need 4 copies. And I think we can take this and rotate it in some. Or take this and rotate it out some. Back to the Office Day got pushed back again. When was it supposed to be? Yeah, they haven't even talked about that for our work yet. Hopefully I'll never have to fully go back. I wonder if I can... Let's see. Let's line these up. Supposed to go back 3 days in the office and 2 at home. That's interesting. At our work, it's just been kind of work at home. Why not? The COVID numbers in Georgia are pretty shitty. Nobody in their right mind could recommend. I think this will work. We can take the whole ring and have it rotate around, not just the screen. That way it'll look like a hover ring of some sort. It'll look kind of cool, like a maglev kind of deal. I think that works. This is like a 24-inch monitor, so from the human's eye, it'll look like this. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about this. Are my lighthouses on? I have Steam VR up. Blender has a VR session thing, so I could hide this human player. I don't have to second guess what it looks like in VR. I can just like take a look. Let's make sure that the lighthouse is turned back on. Base stations are waking up. New upper management guy that started earlier in the summer, and he really wanted you back in the office. I was on LinkedIn today, and there was like a poll that I saw that was asking how many people want to go back to the office at all, and it was like overwhelmingly like I think more than double working part-time home, part-time office was everybody just wanted to continue working from home. How much do I have left to complete in the game? Honestly, not a whole lot. I need to finish this game mode, which means I need to add different difficulty level map segments, which is going to mean needing to make some new obstacles for the game mode. But other than that, it's going to be going back and making sure the old game modes still work with the newer version of the engine. So here I should be able to say start VR session. And I should be able to... Oh yeah, dude, that's super readable. Nice. Yeah, this looks good. So let's test this. I should be able to rotate this. Oops. Missed some stuff. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. Yeah, let's try this. I just rotate all this shit. I'm gonna animate this. Working from home is much more convenient because you can save on gas. That's like the main thing for me. Honestly, I'd kind of prefer being in the office. Just because, like, if I didn't have to drive in, I prefer to be in the office because my neighbors are so fucking loud all the time. But other than that, yeah, working from home is great. I'm just taking a look at what this looks like in VR. Missed some things. Oh, missed some more things. I wish y'all could see the VR. Oh, Viewport Feedback. Let's try that. Show. Oh, mirror VR session. There we go. Yeah, so now you can sort of see what I see. Oh, I guess you can't. Oh, yeah, you can. Trying to get a home. I gave up on that a while ago. Uh-oh, my face cushion came out of the headset. That's not good. It's magnetic, so it just pops back in. Be careful, because you don't want to scratch the lenses or anything. Yeah, I gave up on looking for a house a while ago, just because it's so frustrating. So unbelievably frustrating. Right now. Probably scale this down some. Hang on, I need to record some stuff. Oh wait, this is recording. Wrong microphone. I don't know if y'all can hear the dogs barking or not, but I'm recording evidence that my neighbors are the fucking worst. I'm waiting for him to bark again. Yeah, they shut up right before I finally got this working. Audacity stopped using the right microphone. I'll show you what I've been recording lately. My neighbors have been really loud, and I'm super tired of it. So I'm gonna submit a noise complaint to the leasing office probably tomorrow. I was hoping to get some of their dogs barking, but this is me sitting in my chair for 1 minute. All of those spikes are them stomping around loud enough to literally shake my apartment. This is a 3-hour segment of time in my apartment when I was not home. This is another 3-hour segment. These are the appropriate sections of the lease that say that people have to be quiet. And to put this in perspective, they're not stomping like, oh, they make a little bit of noise. No, sir. Like yesterday, they were stomping around so fucking loud that it literally shook stuff off of my shelves. These are the loudest goddamn neighbors in the universe. And I'm gonna give them some justice. And just now, you couldn't hear it because this is a dynamic microphone. I have my cardioid condenser, or I have my shotgun microphone on the floor near my wall to record their loud stomps and their dogs barking and shit, so I can prove to the leasing office how loud they are. I don't know how new they are. I've been in this apartment for 6 years, and like the past couple months have been hell. So I have that hooked up 24/7, ready to go whenever they start making fucking noise. Cool. I think this looks pretty cool compared to the old one, which looks like this. I think the old one had cooler shapes on it. But there's no place to put a rotating screen. So that's pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe these pieces might be unnecessary. Literally just make it like a cylindrical platform, then I can add some nice detail. Your upstairs neighbors can be loud too at times, but they're an old couple, so you just let it slide. Most of the time it's the lady yelling at her husband. Mine gets ridiculous, like, yeah, I understand I'm in an apartment. There's gonna be some noise from neighbors, but it's just constant. It's just constant stomping. It's like they have no self-awareness, I guess. I would go try to talk to them, but I get really bad anxiety over confrontation. So I'm just gonna go talk to the leasing office and see what my options are. Yeah, there's no way that them walking around their apartment should be knocking stuff off of my shelves. That's ridiculous. Write them a note and slide it under their door. I thought about it, but I have trouble writing something kind. I've written a few drafts though. It's like, this is the nicest one I've written. Dear neighbors, confrontation gives me anxiety, so I'm writing this letter instead. I promise I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm genuinely trying to ask kindly, but I literally can't take it anymore. I can't focus. I can't get anything done. This is what it looks like to live next to you, not even under you. Holy shit, I feel so bad for those poor people. The spikes are every time within a 1 minute period that you literally shook my apartment with your loud stomping, or whatever it is you're doing all day, every day. And here's what a 3-hour slice of time looks like. This is not an exaggeration. This is my desk visibly shaking on the complete opposite side of my living room from the wall attached to your apartment. And while I was writing this letter, one of your loud stomps literally just knocked a bunch of stuff off of my shelf. Thanks for that. Could you please be a little bit more considerate to the other people living in this apartment complex and at least try to keep it down or move around without shaking my apartment? And while you're at it, could you please turn your TV down or move your speakers to the wall that you're not sharing? I'm really tired of listening to your TV. Thanks, your frustrated neighbor. That's the nicest iteration of the letter that I've written. Absolute kindest. I've written so many meaner ones. I haven't sent any of them though. It's more just me airing out my frustrations in notepad form. Okay, yeah, I think from VR view, this looks pretty good. The player will literally never see these faces. Same with this one. You got a noise complaint once because you had to go to work and your dog did not stop barking. I guess it can be difficult to control animals, but I don't think it's the animals that are stomping around all day every day. I think it's the people. So I'm just going to talk to the leasing office tomorrow, which they gave me a good excuse to go talk to them anyway. They told me my renter's insurance ran out, which it definitely has not. Okay, so this, we can actually connect these pieces so that I'm not wasting. I don't know. Ideally, I would like to own a house, but the universe does not want me to. I'm just kind of waiting for the housing market to crash. Because it's gonna. There's no way in hell it doesn't. Let's see. I think this looks pretty cool. I can make it look cooler in texturing. There's no reason to make it any more complicated, I think. Maybe make this just a little bit more interesting. Add like a little lip there. And then compared to the old one, maybe make this a little bit taller. Old man next to Alicia's brother house died in his home earlier this year and was found 2 months later. Jeez. Family was trying to see if he left the house for someone so they'd know if they could sell. Yikes. Wow. That's creepy. That's so creepy. That is unbelievably creepy. I don't know, dead people creep me out, man. Oh, I just felt my chair vibrate from their stomping. That's fun. So it's all throughout the day and night. Like it is 9:42 right now. They should not be making noise. So like that's basically what I'm feeling. It's hard to hear it on a microphone, but it is visible in the waveforms. It's all bass. So it's not like a loud noise. It's more of like, holy shit, they're literally vibrating my apartment. I'm just glad it shows up on the waveform. Because it is difficult to hear as just a recording. It's more of a bass thing, but it literally vibrates my chair and my desk. So I have no idea what they're doing over there. He didn't leave the house today, so you went to go look at it and it's in bad condition. I guess when you get older, it gets more difficult to keep up with that stuff. The outside is all brick. Could possibly make it look really nice with 150 to 200K. It's so creepy though. There's a dead guy in there for months. Yeah, so that's the kind of shit that I'm dealing with regularly. So I guess if I turn the music off, it'll be easier to hear. I don't know, maybe I'm petty, but it's all day every day and I'm tired of it. I'm goddamn tired of it. I don't know if I'd be able to get past the dead guy, or if I have. Maybe you and I are different in that regard, but that's just so creepy. He had all the windows taped with plastic bags on the inside. Yikes. Walls and ceilings were black from him using the fireplace and having the windows and doors closed. Fireplace. Oh my god. Oh, an odd man, not an old man. I see. Give that a little more depth. I wasn't even thinking I was gonna go live tonight, so this is pretty good progress considering. I might get off soon. Maybe I'll try to unwrap it before I get off. Maybe take it into Substance Painter and get started texturing. If you buy it and you see him at night, you're putting the house on the market the next morning. At least it's pretty easy to sell houses right now. This is definitely a seller's market. So you're pretty set there. Okay, let's unwrap this bad boy. Do I want these things or not? That's the question. I don't think I do. I think additive modeling is sometimes a little bit amateurish looking. I think subtractive modeling is the way to go. So maybe we try an experiment here. Add some edge loops. The figure of the man from the top looks like Onyx. What do you mean? Maybe that's the play. No, I know what Onyx is. I was like, how does this guy look like Onyx? Is Onyx, I guess, like the horns? I've done Onyx in my live action Pokemon series on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen these or not. This was ancient times, way before I started streaming. It's how I got my first 5,000 subscribers on YouTube.
I've been following this Pokemon train.
Onyx.
Demo reel.
Onyx, use Onyx.
Whoa, this is getting intense. Don't worry, Pokemon Master. I'll help you finish him off by weakening him with this rock. Pokemon Ethics, they finish him off. Oh man, this is close battle. Stuff.
God.
Oh man, these close-up shots are gonna look great on my demo reel.
Fun stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how the person looks like Onyx. Oh, Geodude, I see. Yeah. Okay, I can see that one. I can definitely see that one. That makes a whole lot more sense. Yeah, that one I can see. Fair enough. So I think the play here is gonna be there. 2, 3, 4. There. Take these faces. And these faces. Scale them on their normal. So we get some cool subtractive modeling. Like so. Maybe more like that. And remove the doubles, and that's already done for us. That looks pretty cool. Should have a Pokemon tunnel and make it have to evade Pikachu Thunder Attack. Oh, there would definitely be some coffee. I would get sued so fucking hard. No question. Just instant lawsuit. I would get sued so fast. Okay, so this is gonna be these ones. That'd be a way easier way to get people to actually buy and play my game, though. If I could do copyrighted material. That's like the easiest way to grow on YouTube, is to do pop culture content. People are always searching for it. And a lot of bigger companies like Marvel, for instance, have noticed that it's only good for them to collaborate with these YouTubers rather than hunt them down with copyright infringement stuff. The people like making like theory videos and stuff like that for Marvel content, it only increases visibility. But now if I wanted to sell something using copyrighted material, that turns into a whole new territory, and they hate that. They also shut down a lot of fan game projects like Nintendo does. That looks pretty cool. Okay, I think we're ready to unwrap this and give it some texture. I'm gonna extrude this down just so it feels right to me. I don't care if the player never sees this. It feels more right to me if that exists. Let's see, how many faces is this? It is 1,456 triangles. Yeah, that's fine. The thing I'm worried about most is these wires here. I don't think I need these little nubs. I think what I need to do... Actually, no, I think the nubs look pretty good. Yeah, I think we keep the nubs. I was gonna... So what I was thinking I could do was take this and have the wires just sticking out of like a pocket. So I could like scale this up and have the wires like sticking out here. Actually looks pretty cool too. But then those are unnecessarily big. They do look pretty neat though. Goodbye nubs. When you find something, it's gonna be more work, but it do look pretty cool though. Now I can just take these wires and shove them down in here. That looks pretty cool. And we can kind of like hide them from the player view as well. Put them right on the edge there. This can actually go pretty far. So the reason this is going to be more work is because now I want to add wires to the other ones. It is a shame though that if you want to be successful on a platform like YouTube, the best way to do it is with somebody else's pop culture. It's very, very difficult. It is beyond extraordinarily difficult without a major marketing budget to find success making your own IP. It's doable, of course. That's what I always want to strive to do. But pop culture is like the easy ticket to getting popularity. So like if you really want to start a YouTube channel that blows up pretty fast, just focus on pop culture shit. I already proved that with the Pokemon series I did that grew the channel really fast, and then I got burnt out on it. Cool. Now let's just try something. Bear with me here. What if what's trending in pop culture now? Marvel stuff? Any of the stuff Disney's doing with Marvel is always gonna get views, I think. Pokemon's always trending. And like you have to do something cool with it. Like obviously Fortnite's trending, but the big streamers already took that market. Which I'm not saying any of this negatively or complainy either, just like that's just the truth of the matter is like that's already a cornered market. Unless you're absurdly god tier at the game. Magic the Gathering should be relatively relatively good to grow in. Very popular game with not a ton of coverage. Speaking of, I was showing TARDIS Man earlier. I don't know if the wire looks cool or not. Maybe it's too much. At some point there's too much. Most people who play Magic have I've never met somebody who doesn't have their cards in protective sleeves so they don't get damaged. But one of the main sleeve manufacturers has added an option on their website where you can get custom printed sleeves for your playing cards. So I got a bunch of sleeves made with my face on them. I'm so happy with these. They turn out awesome. I can go full screen for that. They just came in the mail today, which is why I'm so excited. Used to get those when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. Yeah, but the Dragon Shield company, they make the highest quality sleeves. They added the option to their website recently where you can get custom sleeves printed. So then the other ones I got that I haven't put on a deck yet are these ones. And I haven't opened the other ones yet. I already know which decks I'm putting these on too. This was not cheap to do, but totally worth it. Super totally worth it. Looks like a Valentine's Day card. Tell me this one looks like a Valentine's Day card. Oh, it's getting green screen a little bit. I just wanted sleeves with my face on them. I thought it was funny. I also ordered some sleeves with my logo, but those haven't come in yet. Okay. More like Halloween. Fair. I didn't think about that. I don't know if the wire is too much. I think it is. I think I need to follow the kiss method. Keep it simple, stupid. Plus it's a lot of extra geometry to add. Always add caps like that so it sort of matches. That looks pretty cool. I think I'm happy with this. We can make it look cool in texturing too. So, speaking of texturing, let's do that. So we're gonna take, let's go ahead and save this as transport 5. Convert to mesh. And then we're gonna need to delete any unnecessary subdivisions here. Just to save on poly count. Definitely a whole bunch here. There we go. Same here. You convert from curve to actual geometry. There's always going to be some stuff you have to adjust if you want it to run well in the game. So are you all still looking for a house then, Raphael? If you're thinking about the dead guy's house? Like how much would they want for that house? Because that's like there needs to be like a creepy tax that where it costs less because it's so creepy. Holy shit, they're loud. I must look like a crazy person trying to record my neighbors like this. No regrets. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new collection here called Unwrapped, so I know what I've actually UV unwrapped. Then let's go ahead. They didn't want to give you a ballpark of what they wanted. She said she could have it appraised, or you could make an offer, but that's always risky because they could think we're lowballing them. That's kind of shitty. Why wouldn't they tell you what they want? Like, it seems like communication is key here. Right? Am I crazy? They're selling the house as is. It's just like, if they want to sell the house for a certain amount, they should tell people what that amount is, in my opinion. Maybe I'm just crazy. Most you would offer is maybe 75 to 100. It's in that bad of shape. That's pretty nuts. Just got an HBO Max notification. Okay. Oh, keep me updated on the house. I'm genuinely curious about that. That sounds like a bonkers weird situation. And I guess, like, if they're not going to give you an amount that they want, the only way you could, like, is to offer something. If they get offended, oh well, that's what they get for not giving you a number that they want, I guess. Walls need gutted, electrical, new windows, bathroom, kitchen, basement. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot of work. Are you up for that? Or would you hire people to do it? My parents bought a foreclosed on house. The house that I grew up in through my high school years was a foreclosed on house. The guy had been kicked out of it by the bank, but before he got kicked out, he stripped everything, toilets, wallpaper, carpet, everything, and sold it at a yard sale. So that house interior was almost completely stripped. So there was a whole lot of work to get that house remade. Bam. Ooh. Not sure if you really want to get yourself into that. Basically make it look like what you want, or at least close to. Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot of work though. Housework, like actually working on construction stuff, is a whole lot more work than a lot of people give it credit for. That's one of the things, like, I'm fine with a little bit of a fixer-upper, but too much is too much, you know? There's a lot of extra geometry here that I don't need on this Taurus. Save a lot on doing the demo yourselves. I had the wrong pitch set on my effects. I was gonna do a creepy thing. I was gonna be like, wait, I was gonna be like, my baby swallows. I don't know, that's so creepy. That's so creepy. You're buying yourself a super fucking haunted house if you end up getting it. Holy shit. Sounds so haunted. Oh wow, now there's some actual thunder. I think we have a storm coming on. A number and you really want to, oh no. You're gonna be calling the afterlife. Don't do it, Raphael. Don't do it. I like you being alive. There's no way in hell that's not haunted. I don't even believe in hauntings. Like in general. Like I don't believe in ghosts, I guess. But like, holy shit, dude. What is this? Oh, is there like, oh, there's faces here. Cool. Okay, so now apply, unwrap. Oh, there's one more piece I'm missing. Also, I might as well center this. Okay, so now I just have to inset this. To match this. About. Doesn't have to be perfect. And just do a bridge. Bam. And now I don't have all that extra geometry. Oh yeah. Have to get going now, see you whenever you're on again. Alright, Raphael, thank you for stopping by, man. It was good to hear from you. Good luck with the super fucking creepy haunted house and stuff. Definitely keep me updated on that. I'm really interested in, I guess, seeing where that goes. That's so creepy. Oh, that is so creepy. Let's see. Okay, so this is unwrapped. I can apply it. Oh, I should duplicate this just as a backup. Bam. Okay, that's unwrapped. So we can put that under unwrapped. And we can hide our unwrapped collection so we know we have left. Alright, this one's getting a little bit trickier. Go ahead and just mark that. Mark that. Do I really want to mark that? I kind of want this to be like a different material, but at what cost? I guess when it packs, it can pack things in that circle. I'm not too worried about it. And just like that. I have to figure out how to unwrap the rest of this. This is gonna be the tricky part, I think. Maybe it'll just sort of fan out and work. That's really optimistic. So you have these additional edges we added. Why did I do this to myself? Why do you always do this to yourself, Chris? I want to get this unwrapped and we can texture it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Yeah. It's 10:20. Oh god, it's getting late. I mean, okay, so that's cut out. So what we can do here, just cut along these. I think this will work out. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Wow, the thunder's getting loud. I don't know if y'all can hear it on the microphone or not. I can. But it's also pretty low when it comes through the headphones. It's definitely more of a feeling it thing. Cool. I think that'll work pretty well. We can also just cut off these end parts, but I wonder if that's overkill. Maybe. Oh, what's up, Benzalot? How are you tonight? I'm alive. My neighbors have been really loud lately. I'm starting to gather proof so I can submit a noise complaint. So like I've been recording them. So like this is a 1 minute segment of time in my apartment. Each of those bangs is like a thud that literally shakes my apartment. This is over the course of 3 hours when I was not home. This is also over the course of a different 3 hours when I was not home. These are the appropriate lease agreement sections that say you're supposed to be quiet. So I'm gonna submit this to the leasing office tomorrow maybe and be like, hey, my neighbors are being pieces of shit. Please tell them not to be. To put it in perspective, it's not like, oh, my neighbors are occasionally loud. No. Their stomping yesterday literally knocked shit off of my shelf. It's nuts how absurdly loud these people are being. So I need justice to be served. We can probably cut this into quads just for ease of unwrapping, and nobody's ever gonna see this anyway. Oh, forgot about these. How are you doing though, Benzalot? How's your Labor Day weekend? Holy shit, they're so loud. What are they doing? They're learning. Okay, that's thunder right there. It is starting to storm outside. You couldn't be in an apartment if you gotta be in your parents' basement before you can afford a house away from people, so be it. Worked most of your Labor Day weekends and played video. What games are you playing these days? Did you finish the Ori games and Hollow Knight and everything? Like, I know you beat Hollow Knight because you told me that much. What are you on now? I still need to boot up. I bought Skyward Sword, but when it came out, when it launched on Switch, but I haven't booted it up yet. I think in terms of unwrapping, this is probably fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. So you can put that under our unwrapped category. Let's work on the screen. Haha, easy way to select edges. The reason this is so messy back here is because nobody's ever going to see that. Ooh, where's this? I need to fix that. Yeah, dude, I want to live in a house. That's why I was looking earlier this year. It's just so hard to find a house right now. Right now I'm playing a Ubisoft game called Immortals Phoenix Rising. Breath of the Wild, if Nintendo didn't make it, it's not as good as Breath of the Wild though. Does it have like a basic storyline, or is it more of a figure it out, kind of like Breath of the Wild, where you have to like unlock all the lore and everything as you go? And it's really as in-depth as you want to get into it. That's what I really liked about Breath of the Wild. They didn't like cram a whole bunch of lore down your throat. You had to go find it if you wanted it. Just don't get me wrong, I like some lore, but like it's better if you discover it. Bam. I'm sharpening these edges because it just looks better. It's a trick. There we go. Okay, so now those are unwrapped. Based off of Greek mythology, open world, but you'd say it's a bit more story driven than Breath of the Wild. I'll look it up. I'm curious. Is it on Switch? It is on Switch. Nine out of 10. 4 out of 5. 90 out of 100. Oh, loud! Almost as loud as my neighbors.
Another of your boring stories. How long is this going to take?
$25. How much is it normally? Is it normally full price?
We'll be here soon.
You're the only one who can stop Titanfall. world.
I was a shield bearer. I tell stories. I'm not in stories.
You're literally all we've got.
I'm going to need allies to go up against Typhon.
The vanquished gods need to be reunited with their severed essences.
Aphrodite? Hephaestus? Athena?
You know, for it being an actual like AAA studio,
Looking for Ares.
for it being a AAA studio, the game, I understand this is all in engine. The game looks fun, but the trailer is not very high production value. 40 or 50 normally. Like the game looks really fun. The trailer is pretty poorly put together.
To be a hero.
Now we're talking.
I might pick this up though, it looks pretty fun.
Seize it. May the light of 1,000 forges guide your way. Typhon grows stronger by the hour.
I've just been kind of playing Dead Cells a lot. I beat it, but now I'm trying to beat it on hard mode.
Now it's up to me to prove it.
Immortals Phoenix Rising, available December 3rd.
It looks pretty fun. Not the best production value on the trailer though. You are the gods' last hope. Yeah, the gameplay looks really fun. The optimization's a little iffy. Graphics look like complete garbage at times. So it would be more of a get it on PC and play it there kind of deal, I guess. It is available on PC. It's on Ubisoft Plus. And I like buying console games on Switch lately just because it's so convenient to just lay back in bed and play rather than sitting at my computer chair all hunched over like a nerd. Like I'm doing right now working on my game. We got this part done, right? All looks good. I don't even know if the back of this is necessary. Nobody's ever gonna see it. We'll keep it there just for now. Maybe get rid of it for the Quest version. Then we'll cut this like that. Looks fine to me. I've got, what else? I think that's everything. I think I unwrapped it all. After you finish this game, you're gonna start another playthrough of Hollow Knight. Maybe try Steel Soul. Such a good game. I'm so excited. I know there's no announcement for release date, but Silk Song looks really good. Looks so good. That's what I'm really excited for. There was another one that I want that was announced. Wow, thunder is loud. There's another one that was announced on Epic Games. Or they tweeted about it today that looked interesting, but it's coming to Switch. Yeah, it was Eterna Noctis. They haven't announced it. They haven't. There's no. What? Eterna Noctis. Final results. I literally had it up today on their. Like they literally tweeted it out. I'm spelling it right, I'm pretty sure. Excited for Select Songs. It should be bigger and better than Hollow Knight, supposedly. This one looked pretty good though. I guess they took it off the Epic Game Store. No, there it is. Looked pretty cool. But it'll be on Switch as well. Looks really hard, which is awesome. I'm a huge fan of really challenging games. Hollow Knight is really special. I'll agree with that. It's one of those like few things that I absolutely like engulfed myself in, or like completely engulfed me for the entire duration that I was playing it. I just didn't really want to do anything else or focus on anything else except for Hollow Knight. I also watched a lot of lore videos and stuff on it too, and like dev and like videos about like how it's so beautifully developed. It's just like once you finish that game, it's a really, really, really difficult hole to fill because it's just that good. So I tried to fill it with Ori and the Blind Forest, and I did not enjoy that game. Ori and the Will of the Wisps I did really enjoy, but not as much as Hollow Knight. It's really hard to fill the Hollow Knight hole once you finish playing it. It's really hard. It's like watching a show that's like 10 seasons long and then finishing it and being like, well, what do I do now? What do I watch now? I have this giant vacant hole that has a very specific feeling to it and nothing else can fill it. Everything else felt meh for a while. I feel that. Breath of the Wild 2 will be good. It's like everything that I'm looking forward to that could fill that hole is not out yet. So I'm working on my own game, I guess. So we can put all of this stuff together, I think. Unwrap, make it conformal. Unwrap the wires as angle based. I think we'll do the ring and the platform separately. And then we just scale them down until everything sort of matches in size. Like these are pretty much gonna be solid black plastic anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hollow Knight's a really tough one to beat. It's like not like beat the game. Like it is a difficult game, very challenging game, but I mean like it's a tough one to beat in terms of like what else can I play? So I've just been playing Dead Cells, which is also very fun once you get into it, but it's not as fun. There's no like really deep lore there. The lore in Hollow Knight and just like the world building they did, it's basically like a darker 2D Breath of the Wild. It's so good. It's so good. Everything about it. I still need to go back and fight the Mantis Lords. How many games have you playing until 2 a.m. like Hollow Knight did? Yeah, I feel that. I was there. I too pulled a lot of really late nights playing that game, man. I feel you. I feel you on every level there. Okay, we'll pack this. Let's turn on heuristic, and we'll give it like 10 second. Nah, I think like usually 5 seconds is enough to find the best pack. Yeah, 737. That's pretty good. It's now platform pack. This one's gonna be hard to pack. I guess we could. What is this ring right here? Could probably split that up a little bit. Might get a tighter pack. And what is this one? You can definitely split that one up. Yeah, so. Let's split both of these into 4s. And we can just add seams there in texturing. And it'll look fine. Yeah, much tighter pack. That'll work. Cool. We got it unwrapped. It's 1041. I'd be able to take this into Substance Painter and just start getting basics done. So we can say TP platform ring, and then TP platform. You can just do file export FBX, TP platform .fbx, mesh selected objects, Z up, base for smoothing. Should be good to go. Let's take a look at it. Substance Painter. I might add some beveling to this and bake it. Not to think about it. Okay. File recent. Don't file new. God, I haven't touched some of these since 2018. This looks pretty cool. So we can say bake. I wonder if I hide one. If it'll only bake what's visible. Curious. It looks like it's grabbing the occlusion from the screen regardless. So I kind of don't want it to get... You beat the Mantis Lord. As far as things you haven't done, you didn't complete the enemy journal, didn't do the Trial of the Fool, missed the one charm somewhere. Is the Trial of the Fool the first or the last one? I've done the first 2 trials. I haven't done the last one because it wasn't necessary. The last, yeah, I didn't do that one then. There's a lot of stuff I missed though. I should go back and play it more complete because there's a whole entire, I don't know how much you spoiled for yourself. There's a lot of stuff that I missed though. Yeah, the pale ore was why I needed to do them. Trying to figure out how to exclude objects from bakes. Was in 2021. You spoiled a lot for yourself. What's up, Banana? Thought you had explored almost every nook and cranny, then you started watching lore videos and you're like, wait, where was that? So, oh my god, I made it all the way to the jellyfish that you had to fight to get to that dreamer, without realizing that there was an ability that let you swim in hot water. So I was like, how the hell do you get to the dreamer here? I can't figure this out. I spent like hours trying to figure out how to get to that dreamer without touching the hot water, and then I just looked it up. What's up, Vinkman? I'm working on the platform that the player stands on in the VR game. I wanted to add like a little screen that spins around to match wherever the player is looking. So that's what I'll be working on. So it sort of rotates around like this. Let me parent this. So now we're taking it into Substance Painter to texture it. I'm just trying to figure out how to exclude certain things from bakes. Common parameters. Ignore backface, average normals, match by mesh name. Will that fix it? No, it's still occluding where the screen is. Yeah, that shouldn't be occluding. Let's see what their geometry names are. So I was reading the documentation trying to figure out this matching thing. Okay, so ignore the helmet and bake the face properly. Alright, so I think if I bake Match by mesh name. Then it should work. No, it's still occluding. Why is it still occluding? Also, I need to fix some things. Scale this down so it matches. Heck. So what's the naming conventions? I just want to make sure I get this right. Oh, that is the game we were looking at. Okay. Okay, so we need to do platform underscore low. And it is case sensitive. Had to look up Ishma's tier 2. It's a rough one. Yeah. I was like, Jesus. How do I get there? That was a tough one. Okay, so I think I know what to do here. We'll call this ring low. Might just have to texture these separately if it doesn't work out. File new. Don't think there were any in-game clues either. You just randomly stumble across it while exploring. It was in a very specific place. I had to find like a how-to video. I had to look up how to swim in the acid because I had seen some lore videos earlier of people explaining things and them swimming in the acid, and I thought they were just doing like a cheat engine thing or something to show us stuff. I didn't realize that you could actually just swim in the acid. What game are you guys talking about? Hollow Knight. It's really, really, really good. Highly, highly recommend. Nope, it's still occluding. Why? Why wouldn't they give us an option to not occlude? Well, I guess one option here is to just move them up. So apply the location, and then we'll just move it up for the texture job, and then move it back down when we're done. can get it with Game Pass. Do it. Do it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, that's still, they still got some funkiness going on there, huh? Are there still faces there? Oh, there's still, oh, it's marked sharp. Weird. Oh, weird. Look at that. We gotta fix this. 'Cause that is no bueno. There are no faces there, at least. It's just doubled up. That's odd. It looks like it only happened on one of them. Or it's every other one. Interesting. Was it really just that one? Looks like it was really just that one. That is odd, to say the least. Anyway. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, there we go. So now I can say file, export, FBX, platform. File new, select, platform. Discard, and that should fix our issues. Oh yeah, bruh. There we go. Okay, so now if we bake, create. Beautiful. So I'm picturing this being like sort of glowing. Ooh, what if? Oh, one more export, I think. I think I want all these to be at least facing the same direction. So you can have like a gradient going around it. No, that might be too much. I can just have it. Let's see here. If you line all of these up, God, I'm a crazy person. Just noticed the lag is gone from earlier. It's got, I wonder if it's like a YouTube ingest server thing. That would make the most sense, I think. Just make sure all these are facing the same direction. Looks correct. Correct. So when I apply a gradient to it and pan it through, it'll look good. How was your dinner, by the way, Banana? Did you do everything good? It better have been. Had pork sandwiches, like with barbecue sauce on them. That's the only acceptable way to do a pork sandwich. So the cool thing here is I can do barbecue pork sandwiches are pretty dope. There's a really good barbecue restaurant that we used to go to growing up. They shut down though. There's another really good one that's still alive and well though. Georgia has a really good barbecue. Different regions of the country have different kinds of barbecue sauce. It's interesting. So this should lead to there. Cool. Like South Carolina barbecue sauce is mustard vinegar based, I think. Georgia barbecue sauce is like tomato based. Okay, so these we want to lock groups, enable group locking. We'll assign these to a lock group, and then we will pack. Wait for it to finish. So now those should all stick together, theoretically. Yep, those all stuck together. Just make sure these are correct. Otherwise, it's gonna really mess with the animated texture later. Cool, that looks good. Oh my god, just select the geometry, please. File, export FBX. Platform. Yeah, looks good. File, new, select, platform. Okie doke. Bake. 2048. Bake all. It's just going through and making all the different texture maps so the software knows like where the sharp edges are, where the corners are, where the things are located in space. The software figures all of that out and applies it as these texture maps. It's really important. So let's go ahead and let's work on the ring first. And we're gonna make these parts glowy, but I'm gonna have it animated in Unreal Engine. So it'll look really cool. So anyway, let's go ahead and what kind of texture am I picturing for this? I think we'll start with the same thing we've been using for a lot of stuff in the game, which is this machinery texture, and make it like a nice white. Wow, that thunder is loud. Looks pretty cool. We can tone the rust down some. We can actually turn this rust almost completely off, I think. We can increase the contrast and just make it really subtle, just like a few scratches here and there. Turn the global balance down a lot. Just have like a little bit of scuffs here and there. Then we'll add a dirt pass later. Get rid of this dust. That's just too much. I think that's just a little bit gray, like off-white. Lucky you get storms. It hasn't rained where you live in like 6 months. Is everything super dry? We had a really big drought at one point where our entire lake went down like a whole lot. We'll call this TP Transport 2021. Okay, that looks pretty cool. So then this will be like base paint. So then the end caps, I think we'll use our gun mat. We're in a 5-year drought. Holy shit. Where is that? That's nuts. That is also very bad. Means like if you set off a firecracker, the whole place is going up in smoke. Yeah, we weren't allowed, like Georgia's always been illegal to do fireworks. They've lightened up on it some in the recent years. Most of California. I didn't know that it was that bad. But especially during the drought, they were like, yeah, definitely no fireworks. Horrible every year. Are there like a lot of fires and stuff that happen? It's pretty bonkers. I have friends that live in California too. They work for like DreamWorks and stuff. DreamWorks and Disney and stuff. They're in Burbank, I believe. The people that work there. Might be too drastic. Let's see what we did on the other one. We kept it mostly white. Might make those plastic end caps at some point, but let's just see what it would look like with some glowiness. So for this, we'll add a map. We'll add an emissive channel, which says, hey, this looks like it's emitting light, but it's not actually because it's a game engine and global illumination is too expensive. Southern California, where Burbank is, isn't as bad, but Northern California, where you live, is. I always forget how big of a state California is. It's kind of nuts. Oh wait, I could just... I think I already... Yeah, we're good. We also want to turn it off on the wires. California is like the size of multiple states. Okay, glowy. We'll make this... God, I spelled that wrong. We'll make this like a nice dark plastic. Make it sort of... Oh, we can make it like glow blue, I think. Nah, yellow, because that's sort of with the theme of the game mode. BRB, alright, sir. No worries. Then under the emissive, and then we'll animate this in engine, so there will be like some gradient to it that animates, like energy pulsing. Need to work on the screen now. Ah, man, it's getting late. Oh, I just missed 11:11. I didn't make my wish. Let's make a new folder for wires. We'll just add a couple different plastics here. So we'll say roughness will be pretty low. Make like some nice black wires. Those will be the thick ones. And then some red wires. So it looks like actual wires as they normally would be in real life. Maybe make the red a little bit less vibrant. Let's add some screen detail, I think. We will make that emissive. Let's go ahead and work on these as well. You can make those like black as well. Let's make the screen base not have any emissive. This should be pretty rough. It'll be like a matte screen. Then duplicate this. Make this only effect emissive. And then we add a bevel. So we have like this nice occlusion where it's brighter in the center, like a shitty screen. Something kind of like that. Your messages aren't appearing again. I saw that one. Or see, BRB and my messages aren't appearing again. I don't know if anything else happened. Also, I like your profile picture. I realized that last time, but I didn't say anything. And then we'll put these under a new folder called Screen. And we will add a black mask to this just so we don't accidentally light anything else up. Cool. So now we'll take the base paint and we'll shove that on the platform as well. And this is where it's going to get tricky to make this look interesting. I do think we want to make this darker around the edges of the screen. Maybe something like that. So now I need to figure out how I want this to look. Thinking we can shove in some painted steel on the ring out here. Posted some pictures of the drought in California. Oh, it might be automatically censoring any sort of links. If you post them in Discord, I'll take a look. You put them under... Oh, you did? Okay. Wow. Wow, so I'm assuming the water used to be all the way up here? And now it's not? That's pretty bonkers. I'm assuming this used to be all the way up here? Wow, dude. That's nuts. Let's see if I can find Lake Lanier drought pictures. That's the lake near me. So this was the Lake Lanier drought near us. It was pretty far, but not as drastic as that. Holy shit. This is significantly less drastic. Yeah, like an old racetrack that was under the lake started showing up and everything. So it got kind of crazy, but not nearly as crazy as the pictures you posted. That's disgusting. I guess that's a good word to describe it. That's nuts, man. Here, wait, so I can probably just say bam. No, wrong one. How many years did you say that's been going on for? 5 years? Jesus. That is really nuts. Like, I don't even know how to react to that. I don't know what the proper response to that is other than holy shit. It's bonkers. That kind of works. Because this is going to be down there, remember, in the little crevice. You just entered another one and it basically happens yearly now. Like how long has it been since you've had rain this year? Six or 7 months. It's been raining a whole lot here. I guess from the hurricane. I don't know if that's still going through or not. does it. Ooh, but here's something that could work. Maybe. Anyway. I do like the same pattern I had like going on the previous one, which looked like this. I like the idea of having those glowing rings. So we can go ahead and add that. Do that. Then add filter bevel. It might, I wonder if there's like a shrink / grow filter. Might make my life easier. Blur, blur directional, clamp, glow, drop shadow, contrast. Matte effects, comic book. That's pretty cool. Edge damage. Oh, that's pretty cool. But alas, there is nothing that will help me. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to paint this. Like a regular ass person. So we'll just make this. Wow, we can't even get that big. I know what we can do. Can add a stencil. There's got to be like a circle stencil, right? Oh, that's pretty cool. That works. Just line this up. Shit. I have to get it perfectly centered again. Oh, how frustrating. Bam. Look at that. So now you can scale it down again. Easy. What's up, Majid? How's it going? Don't move to California. It's awful. I've heard about the same from people who live there. I'm working on a new platform for the player to stand on, Majid, so I can put like a screen that rotates around with their view. So in practice, it'll be down here and it'll rotate around based on where they're looking. It'll match the player rotation. I just separated it so it wouldn't bake occlusion onto the lower piece in Substance Painter. Maybe a little bit thinner. This is so hard to center. Bam. Quite a few higher end PCs have been banned because of too high power consumption in California. I wonder how like render farms and stuff for like the animation studios get past that. I guess they probably supply enough money to the state that it doesn't matter. Like Disney, they need really high power to render their movies. This doesn't have to be perfect because we're just gonna go filter blur times a whole lot, and then filter blur times a whole lot, and then we'll just brush until it feels about right. Just a little bit more. That looks pretty cool. Maybe blur by a whole lot. Looks pretty cool. Wow, thunder. Feel the lightning and the thunder. I can't sing that song. I don't know the tune. I'm not a professional singer. Governor might get kicked out and the highways are covered in trash and it takes an hour to get to the other side of the city. You really do not like it there, huh? No, you want to leave? Where do you want to go? Any ideas? Atlanta's pretty cool. No clue where to go. If you want somewhere quiet, there's like literally nothing. Literal nothing in Ohio. Let's add some like let's pretend that there's light that'll shining through here. So we'll add like a little fill place, emissive. Add red dot, green dot. I have lots of family from Ohio. I mean, it's not super great everywhere. I'll tell you that much. Like, every place is gonna have its problems, but sounds like California has a whole lot. Get some cities, and the rest is cornfields in Ohio. That sounds pretty bland. I don't know. Personally, I would prefer to live in a city if it wasn't so expensive. 'Cause you can walk everywhere. It's nice. But then driving places is an absolute nightmare. Like driving down into Atlanta sucks big time. Alright, so now I think I turned all of the rust off, right? Turn that back on and like make it really subtle. Costs about $1 million to get an apartment with 1 bed and 1 bath in San Francisco. Love to visit Georgia one of these days. There's a ton of friends you want to be able to finally meet in person. That would be dope, Thinkman. Wait, how, 1 million a year? 1 million a month? What are we talking? Because I know friends who live in LA, and it's like 3,000, I think, ish a month to get a tiny apartment there. It's pretty expensive, but not... Oh, million... Are you talking about, like, to buy an apartment? 'Cause most are gonna be rented. Add a generator. Dirt. Man. Increase the contrast. Lower the level. I just want like some wear and tear like this. Just a teeny amount. Let's probably turn off the occlusion for it. $1 million to buy, a few thousand a month to rent. It's funny how many friends you know that live in Georgia. Georgia's a pretty popular place. It's funny how many people I know that live in Georgia. This is a good start, I think. It's getting late though, I should probably get off. Might. City you live in holds 1/10 of Georgia's population. Jeez. What's 1/10 of Georgia's population? Georgia population, 10.62 million. So so like a little over 1 million in the city you're in. Does that sound about right? How many people are in Atlanta? 488,000 in 2019. Metro Atlanta, more than 4.6 million. That includes multiple counties, though. Interesting. Ooh. Apple AR is about to happen, apparently. That's pretty cool. 9/14 is when the big announce is, apparently. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, I think this looks pretty cool. It's nice to have a little screen that can actually we can put some metrics on. We can animate these tubes sort of glowing in engine. We can also add some Fresnel effect to it, so it looks like it's glowing from the center. Cool. Just want to blur this a little bit to get rid of some of the aliasing artifacts. And then we can add some levels to sharpen it back out. Nope, still alias. But less so. I think this looks pretty cool. Let's add some more light dots since the players, at least to the opposite side, maybe on all sides, just since the player is going to be potentially looking in any direction. Sort of like futuristic technology. It's like there's a little screen behind the white paint. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to make all these blink too. Should be one more side that I'm missing right here. And this doesn't have to be perfect, like the LEDs could be misaligned or something for all we know. Cool. Well, I think we'll call that done for the night. I'm gonna go to bed. It is 11:44 here. So thank you, Banana, Vinkman, TARDIS Man, Benzalot, Raphael, for all hanging out tonight. I know some of you already went to do things and whatnot, but I appreciate y'all's company. It's nice to talk to people while I work on this stuff. I will see you all maybe tomorrow if I'm feeling it. I'm kind of just going live when I feel like working on the game. It depends whether I feel like it after work or not. But I'll be back. I'll be back to finish this. Definitely not Thursday. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Friday. Have a good night.